Hello, if you are watching this right now, you are most likely either subscribed to my YouTube channel or you follow me on Twitter. And so I'd like to first and foremost say thank you so much for following my content. I have been extremely busy the past few weeks with work ever since attending Skate Canada International, which by the way, I am still on a high from being there live in Kelowna, meeting skating friends and seeing a lot of amazing performances in the arena. If you get a chance, seriously attend a figure skating competition in person. But yeah, I've been so busy that I have not been able to follow much of figure skating since. I am able to see some of the competitions, but definitely not live and definitely not enough to film full event recaps on YouTube. A lot of the times when I am able to watch it, I post my opinions on Twitter. But I also realize that not everyone who views these videos has a Twitter account. So I wanted to come on, make these shorter videos that are very specific on certain topics in figure skating, and pretty much feel like I'm having a conversation with a friend who loves figure skating as much as I do, because I know that's why I started my channel. So today's video is going to be me talking about how happy I am that one of my favorite male figure skaters, Han Yan of China, has made his return to competition. He came back in such a big way this past weekend at the 2019 Shiseido Cup of China, which by the way, amazing sponsorship for the competition. I love Shiseido skincare and makeup products, and it was really good to see that the athletes were getting a goodie bags with gifts from the company. So yay to everybody who was able to attend the competition. I bet it was really fun. But Han Yan came back in such a big way. I think I'll recap the competition in a few minutes. At first, we'll start off with how he first got to be on the international scene. So he won the 2012 World Junior Championship, and he actually had a strong showing his first few seasons as a senior competitor. So he did win a few medals at the Four Continents Championships, and he's won medals at Cup of China previously. Then he sustained some really bad injuries, most notably a shoulder injury, and so his jumps became less consistent. They were good when they were landed. I remember he had some beautiful quad toe jumps, and when they were landed, they were just so beautiful, just not consistent. So as jump consistency went down, I actually felt like he was becoming a more artistic skater, a more musical, more lyrical skating at the same time. And I think a big part of that had to do with the music choices for his programs. Some of my favorite programs from him are A Thousand Years, very romantic piece. There's also I'll Take Care of You, and even his Romeo and Juliet program had very beautiful interpretation from him. When he skates, I feel like he's known for having soft gliding qualities and being very artistic. I'd say he reminds me of Jeremy Abbott and Patrick Chan, so kind of soft gliding across the ice, but when he does his jumps, there's a lot of good attack. Same with his spins, really strong, centering, nice positions, and good speed. A lot of his spins get a level fours, and that's always been the case, I believe. So I just love watching him skate. And here in 2019 Cup of China, I'm glad he's back. He did not compete at all last season. And it was really big to see him be in first place after the short program without a quad even. But that just shows how far you can go when you skate a clean short program. And it wasn't like there was no technical difficulty at all. His best jump is the axel, triple or double, but he totally delivered on all of his triple axels this past weekend at Cup of China. It was a really strong one in the short program. I think he usually lands them softer in the past, but it's okay. It was clean, it was big. He did a huge triple flip, triple toe combination. The triple flip looked so high that it seemed like there was room for another rotation that totally could have been a quad flip if he wanted it to be, in my opinion. Not sure if he's training a quad or not, or if he has to. It seems like he's coming back for the right reasons. Amazing triplets at the end of that short program. I'd have to say, when I watch short programs, especially from the men, I usually like the first half a little better because that's where the jumps are, usually a spin, so you get a lot of tech content. But with Han Yan, his skating is so amazing to watch that he doesn't really need the jumps to keep you engaged. I'd have to say, after the the sit spin and then going on to the step sequence, that is my favorite part of his short program. Definitely the second half. Maybe I'll try to include a video at the same time, but I love the part of his choreographic or step sequence where he does a like very quick miniature cantilever and then does a little hop and then a turn outwards and then also a high kick with some twizzles. I am doing a horrible job describing that, but it is just so great to see him so devoted to skating. He also projects upward and outward a lot, so I can imagine seeing him live in competition, feeling his emotion from being high up in the stands. That's the kind of skater Hanyan is. In the short program, so he was mainly in first place because a lot of the other men made some mistakes, including Boyang Jin, his teammate, had some rough falls, but he actually was second overall in program component marks, just barely behind Keegan Messing. Now, both are strong skaters, but very different. I personally would have given Hanyan the edge in program component marks. I think the judges were being a little more reserved with his scoring because he did skate in the first group. That totally changed in the free program though because he totally won in components over any other man. He was second overall, but very much a pleasant performance in that free skate. That was to La La Land, and I know a lot of skating fans are sick of the La La Land programs, but his is a little more unique because the vocals are by John Legend. The choreography is just amazing. The short program, I believe, was done by Lori Nickel. She does some amazing work with figure skating programs. And then the free skate, the La La Land free skate, was choreographed by Kurt Browning and Yuka Sato. So he's working with some amazing people, and that really shows when he's out there on the ice skating. And it really, sometimes it seems like he's skating a show program because it doesn't look like he's competing. But almost all of his jumps were on in the free skate. Love the triple axel. The landings got a little more tight and difficult towards the end of the program, but nothing was bad enough to really ruin the moment that he created for the audience there. And I'd say the most heartwarming takeaway from Hanyan's performances was that he seems pleased with himself. And I believe he was quoted giving a statement to the press saying that he's not doing it for money or medals. He just truly cares about the sport. And what more can you ask for? Let's see here. I believe his goal is to go to the Olympics again. So he did compete in Sochi and in 2018 in Korea. Didn't really place too well, but I think he has a good shot of representing China really well, either in the team event or individual event in the upcoming Olympics. And another thing I wanted to say about Hanyan skating is that his hand placements are always very intentional, and I appreciate that. It's very specific with the choreography. There are some parts where his one arm is behind his back and then the other arm is projecting outwards towards the audience. And also in the short program, the free program, I know not everyone is a big fan of this, but I don't mind it. He has both hands in his pockets, and I think it's actually quite charming. He can't help it if he's trying to channel his inner Ryan Gosling. So definitely one of the many lovely qualities to his skating. Yeah, so I seen the protocols, solid eights for the short and then mid eights, high eights for the free skate. So if he competes more times in front of the judges, I think his program components should continue to go up whether or not he has a quad. Does he need one right now? It depends on his personal goals. I just like seeing him happy on the ice. Now let me know, do you love Hanyan as much as I do? I hope so. Leave your comments down below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in another video soon. Thank you.